I'm here with Canada's first UFC champion, Carlos Newton, and I'm here to interview you a little bit. How's it going?
Good, doing well.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about sort of like your UFC history. When did you start fighting? When did you retire?
Well, I started professional when I was 18,
Yeah.
and but I actually started competing when I was a teenager, early teenager. I competed here in Canada, and I think I became 5-time national champion.
Nice.
And one day I got a call to do my first professional fight, which was in Montreal. I did great in that fight. Actually, I weighed 180 pounds. I fought a guy who was 286 pounds, and we actually went to a decision, and it was great. And then from there, I fought in Japan, my second fight, and soon after that, I became UFC welterweight champion.
Right.
And fought in Pride and K1, and ever since that, I think that was almost 19 years.
Nice.
And I think this year is when I pretty much decided to retire.
Okay, awesome.
And opening a school now.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Tell us a little about your school then, your opening.
Well, our school's in Pickering, Ultimate Mixed Martial Arts, and looking forward to it. It's a custom-built building for that purpose. It's right down by the lake, so we have a rooftop dojo, which has I say, almost 300-degree view of Lake Ontario,
Nice.
and it's gonna be a nice place.
So what kind of martial arts are you going to be teaching there?
Well, mixed martial arts, boxing, judo, some sancho, everything, kendo even.
Right.
Yeah, we
Right.
have a good mix of things.
Awesome. And for people that don't know, actually, Carlos and I go way back. We've known each other for about 20 years. We used to train together a lot. Tell us a little bit about sort of like the early days in the GTA. What was the martial arts scene like? Who were the guys you were training with? The experiences, and how's things changed a little bit?
Well, I definitely remember training with you. We had a lot of fun. It'd be Lynn chasing me chasing Lynn.
We're the same size. It was a fair fight.
Yeah. It was a completely fair fight. And training with all the guys was a real awesome experience. Our community has changed and grown a lot since those days, and even yourself,
Yep.
You got Lynn Martial Arts in Markham. You're a school owner now too.
Yeah, that's right.
And
So if you're in Pickering, where are you going to train?
Ultimate Mixed Martial Arts.
And if you're in Markham, where are you going to train?
Lynn Martial Arts.
Awesome. Yeah.
Telling you guys. All right. And again, we're here for the next generation to make, I guess, Canadian martial artists the best in the world.
Awesome.
And make them better.
Are there any things that you'd like to sort of see how the sport grow in any particular direction? Is there anything that you'd like to see?
Well, I like to see a format of martial arts that kind of helps unify all the different styles and all the different martial arts communities into one task, and that would be to one day get something akin to what we see as mixed martial arts or sancho or submission wrestling into the Olympics, and
Awesome.
See athletes competing at a much higher level, and a format that is open to everyone, and that's a very fair and open competition format that you can have participants from as young as 8 years old to grown guys and women who want to do and see how good they can be.
Awesome.
That's my goal.
All right. Well, great catching up with you, Carlos. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
All right.
First of all, thank you for having me. I'm Matthew the Milkman Kendall. I've been training Muay Thai and K1 kickboxing for 9 years. I'd say my greatest accomplishment would be a North American title at the amateur level, and also winning bronze in the Pan American Games. As a professional, I'm 2-0, and those are big accomplishments for me as well. I'm from Pickering, Ontario, and I train out of Pound for Pound in Pickering.
Oh, great. Okay, so WLF, this program is really popular in China. We got more than 100 billion audiences, actually. So how do you feel about being part of this event?
I feel like I'm home with family, so I feel great about it. It's an accumulation of all my hard work. All the years of the blood, sweat, and tears has finally come to to full tuition, and it's time to go. It's time to shine on that night for sure.
So I believe that you must have full preparations and intense trainings, right? So how long have you prepared for this competition?
9 years.
Right.
I mean, it's I treat every fight the same. Definitely, this fight I've made proper preparations as I hadn't in the past. I've done a full-on professional training camp with nutritionists, strength and conditioning coaches, 2 different clubs training out of Bazooka Joe's in Toronto, and training at my gym, Pound for Pound in Pickering and Pound for Pound in Markham. I've done every step I need to take to ensure a victory.
Yes, please.
So my name is Jason Hines. I represent Pound for Pound Pickering and Markham. I'm the Canadian national title holder, the North American title holder, and the Pan American title holder. I've been doing Muay Thai and K1 kickboxing for about 10 years. This is what I do all the time. This is my full-time gig. There's nothing that to hold me back, so I'm ready for this right now. My biggest accomplishment is being on this stage right now. I always look at my next fight as the next biggest thing. I never look behind and I never look forward. So currently, the only thing on my mind right now is the objective is of winning this fight.
Oh, great. So, this program is really popular in China. And we got more than 100 million audiences right now.
Okay.
So how do you feel about being part of this event?
I'm proud to represent Canada at any major event. I think this is just another step in the right direction for my career. This is exactly the market and demographic we're looking to expose ourselves to. It's a very wise fight audience, and they appreciate fighters, and that's exactly the kind of environment I want to be in. So I'm very excited and happy to be a part of this event right now.
Yeah.
Well, the day that I found out that I was fighting, the preparation started that day. I had been training prior to this competition for another international fight that I just had. So but the big goal is this fight. This is the big picture. I plan to have many more fights after this, but the training has been extremely intense. My brother's also a professional fighter. He's fighting 3 days before me. So we've teamed up, and my father was our coach. As a family, this is all we talk about. This is all we do. This is all we think about. Last thing I think of before I go to sleep. First thing I think about when I wake up. My whole day, my whole life, every breath, everything I eat, everything I do is for the fight. Everything. It doesn't matter. I even work. I hired somebody else to run I own a Kung Fu school. I don't even touch that right now. Everything I do on a cellular level is for this fight. So it's, I can't even begin to measure how many hours of training, thought, preparation. And training isn't just punching a bag. It's visualization. It's nutrition. It's rest too. So, all day is what goes into it. All day, every day.
Right, all day.
Even I dream about it when I'm sleeping. When I'm trying not to train, I'm still training.
Okay.
Yeah, push-ups in my sleep.
Because WLF, this event or this program is really, really popular in China, and
Okay.
we got more than 100 billion audiences actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So how do you feel being part of this event?
It's an honor. It's a huge opportunity for me and my other teammates fighting on the show, the other Canadians. And, I look at, like all my fights, I look at it as the beginning. WLF being a renowned, well-known league, like you said. It's only beginning, and I'm going to put on the best show I can, a great show, and be in China eventually soon, putting on a show for all the locals there.
So because this time you'll be fighting with Chinese athletes, right? I don't know if you tried that before.
Yeah.
Yes. So what do you think are the challenges?
China, well-known country for martial arts. They have a lot of big-name fighters. I mean, a lot of big-name Canadian fighters, anyone that we have for Muay Thai and kickboxing, whether it's Simon Marcus, Matt Embry, they've all fought in China many times. So I hope to be one that can get up there and fight that league. I fought China before on a stage, and they're very unique, diverse fighters. They have a lot to offer, so you never know what you're gonna get. And respectful fighters always bring the fight. China, look out! Only the beginning, stepping stone. Your boy you're sending me is just the beginning. I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Well, I'm always ready. I was born ready, and it's time to show you guys what the Mad Hatter Hines has. All right, so stay tuned. It's time to work.
Time to go. It's my time to shine, for sure.
I'm ready.